And what I want to fit in there are these relatively tall IKEA fig trees. I think this is a fig tree, I'm not quite sure. I think it's about 170 tall. So I need to take a look at what's in that pot there. There's this cover here, and this is kind of squishy, but I don't think I have any way of prying this out. Seems to be glued down or something, not quite sure. There's no visible screws. These things can't turn, so I can't screw these off or anything. So I think my best way forward in order to get to what's inside is to cut this thing open, probably with a multi-tool. Now with this fake tree that I've liberated, I only put it into that little space there to see how it fills it out. And I'm not too displeased with the results so far. I'm going to get a tape measure, measure the distance from that wall, and then again here so that I know where to put him in the planter. Now, because I can't put the plant tree thing in here just like that, I need a base. And because it's of course top heavy, and there's just a little bit of a thin metal pipe sticking out at the bottom, probably need something chunky. So what I did was took the measurement across the center there, and then got 2 pieces of 4x4 cut-offs. That should fit in there. What I envision I'll do now is I'll screw these 2 pieces together, and then I can drill a hole here in the middle that I can fit the bottom of the plant into, stick a bolt in there that the plant base will slot around, and that'll hopefully be enough to just keep this in place. Now to cover the bottom, or to create some illusion of undergrowth or whatever you want to call it, I went with these plants here. Just to quickly disassemble one, these can be pulled off, and they have these holes in there, and what they sit on are these little discs here with those nuts sticking out. Just quickly, and then I can space these nicely, I think, and this comes out just like that, and there's the base. It's essentially just a pot with concrete infill to keep that from tipping over. So yeah, the secret life of IKEA fake plants. As we wrestle at this phone, it's a little bit. Might edit later, but right now it's not a hot favourite. Okay, back in your hole. Yeah, mighty guinea pigs. Guinea bushes. With these 2x4 cut-offs with, I don't know what diameter this hole is, what drill bore I used, but it just about fits these, I don't know, reedy things. And then I just have to pack out the rest with grass or grass looking stuff. Like that. I've now got all the bigger pieces in place. That's these reedy things, the fern, and the method that I'm using to allot everything in place is by just using these 2x4 cut-offs as building blocks, because I can still lift every individual bit up and move it around, and it just holds, everything holds like this. So that's quite nice. And now I can start thinking about where to put in the fake grass. I have two kinds of blades of grass. One that is a little bit longer and darker, and this one that's just a tiny little bit shorter, but also lighter in colour. The first grass bits that I'm going to use is the big blades of grass. Look for places for them, put them in, and then fill with the smaller blades of grass. So the simplest way that I can think of is to use nails, just ordinary, I guess, wood nails. So I identify a spot, bang the nail in, just snip off the head, and then it's relatively easy to affix these blades of grass. And here is what that looks like from a little further away. I like how the bottom is filling out nicely, and of course I still have all of the shorter ones to put in, and there's still tons of space to put where to put them, so that shouldn't be much of an issue. And I think I still have some of the longer ones left over, because every single one of these that have these reedy bits, they come with a complement of, I think, 6 or 7 of these longer bushels of grass. So I'm going to get them now, fit them in first before I then fill in the blanks with shorter blades. Got the pot toppers, Yorkshire cream apparently, and this is looking pretty wet. I mean, it's been sitting out in the rain in the co-op. Yeah, pretty muddy, so I think what I'll do is I'll take some off, put them into the colander, dunk this in the rain barrel, hopefully drain or wash the mud off, and then I'll leave that out to dry. It's relatively sunny today. I'll dry this now, see how I go. So I've now spread out the washed pebbles on this old t-shirt, spread them out nice and thin so that they can dry easier. And the difference in colour to that is already quite striking. Right, and now that this gravel is nice and washed and dry, I'm just going to shovel it in more or less. This is what the finished product looks like. Blades of grass, fern and the other plants sitting in a bed of gravel. Not looking too bad, and will hopefully make for nice meditative showers. As for the rest of the bathroom, I may have shown this before, but it's come out pretty much exactly like intended. The sink and the under sink cabinet here, a medicine cabinet there, and my power socket, the start stop flush button, 2 succulents, a mini iPod, toothbrushes charging. So that's all exactly like I had envisioned this before I had even lifted a finger. And shower enclosure there. Just a nice, calm place. But yeah, that's it. I'm happy this is finally done.